You are here today because you were meant to hear a message that did not come by chance. There are powerful moments in life when the heart slows down and quietly fills with doubt, even though deep inside you, in that quiet place where your real truth stays, you have already sensed the answer. This is exactly one of those significant moments. What you are about to receive is not just ordinary information or meaningless words. It is a direct and impactful energetic response to what you have been softly asking the universe for many days, perhaps even weeks, in the silent corners of your thoughts. Today, you will come into contact with the exact point where your deepest inner feeling finally meets the reality you have been waiting for such a long time. I know you have felt a special link that goes beyond normal logic and easy explanation. If you want the full truth about how this person really feels about you, hit the like button right now. You have sensed a strong magnetic pull and a deep bond with a certain person that cannot be described easily in ordinary terms. Sometimes during your weakest moments, you believed all of this was just a temporary illusion, a desperate wish from your heart, or a dream made to escape the feeling of being alone. But today, I want to tell you one important thing with complete certainty and without any doubt at all. This love you have felt, this electric wave moving through your body when you think of this person, and this strange feeling of knowing them forever is not your imagination, not a coincidence, and certainly not a story you are creating for yourself. There are clear, deep, and steady signs that have shown up in your life pointing toward a truth you may not have dared to fully accept because of a fear of getting hurt. And today, you will finally understand why this person truly loves you, even if their current actions might look different. Your doubts will begin to disappear when you face the undeniable proof inside your own soul. It does not matter if you have recently felt a strange heaviness in your chest or if this person has become quieter, colder, or more distant. I want you to understand that this silence is an important part of the overall message. Even if it feels painful and confusing right now, when the universe confirms a connection between two souls, it does so in a way your inner being feels long before your mind can comprehend it. That is exactly why you are still here. You needed a confirmation that does not come from empty human words, but from something vibrating at the same level as your spirit. Sometimes we try so hard to explain feelings that were never meant to be solved by the mind, but only to be experienced on a higher level of awareness. What you are feeling right now is not madness, not anxiety, and not an unhealthy attachment as you sometimes fear. What you are going through is the exact process required for someone meant to experience a love that rises above the ordinary kind, a love that breaks the limits of simple, surface-level relationships. You are now witnessing the beginning of a deep recognition between two souls that chose each other beyond the physical world long ago, long before you became aware of this life. There is something the universe wants you to take into your heart today. Your doubts are not created by a lack of love from this person. They come from your own old wounds that were never completely healed. When someone with true love enters your life with an energy that shakes your balance, and with eyes that seem to see your soul without even touching your body, old pain awakens inside you. Your inner defenses react automatically to what feels unfamiliar and new. The soul recognizes the other instantly, and it feels like meeting its mirror, someone essential for its growth. Yet the mind, trained to avoid pain and protect itself, begins to build walls of doubt and denial. That is why you have so often laid awake at night, asking yourself if this love is real, if the other person feels the same, or if you are losing your mind by believing in something you cannot fully see. Comment 111 if you have been feeling a deep soul connection with someone lately, and still, the same pattern repeats again and again. Whenever you try to pull away, when you decide to close your heart, block the feeling, and forget everything, something invisible, gentle, but strong, pulls you back. This force that keeps you from completely letting go is not weak pride, not emotional dependence, and not stubborn hope. It is the shared vibration of two souls that the universe has quietly aligned without permission, without logic, and without words. You have often asked for a clear sign, stared at the sky, or closed your eyes hoping for confirmation. And even though many signs appeared, they seemed too subtle to trust completely. But today you will begin to see that every small detail matters a lot. That look that turned away only when it became too revealing. That message that seemed casual but carried a deeper meaning. And the way your energy shifts when this person is near, or even when you simply think about them. True love, born from a spiritual connection, does not always show itself first through big words or dramatic gestures. Often, especially in the beginning, it speaks through deep, meaningful silence. A silence heavier than saying that I love you. It shows itself in awkward actions that appear small but hide a powerful inner devotion that has not yet found its voice. Type yes if you want me to reveal the undeniable signs this love is real. Today, life wants you to understand that this person is not unsure about their feelings for you. The one who has been unsure is you, not because you are weak, but because this love entered your life at a time when you were still learning to stand steady and its intensity frightened you. When someone carrying the energy of true love enters your world, they do not shake you to harm you, but to awaken you, to heal you, to turn you inward, and to make you question your old limits about love and connection. This inner transformation can feel like pure fear. But you must understand this fear is not born from missing love, but from the powerful force of what is entering your life. This person looks at you, even from a distance, with a kindness they cannot fully hide, with a respect that comes naturally, and with a softness that exists only when the heart has already chosen in silence. I know that at some point, maybe even recently, you thought this person was leaving for good, that their silence meant they no longer cared, and their distance was proof that the feeling was fading away. But the universe did not guide you to this moment just to give you another incomplete story or another wound. When a connection is guided by a higher force, it does not break because of human confusion or temporary silence. What is meant to be holds on, even in mental storms, even in unanswered messages, even when you begin to doubt everything as a human being. So why do you feel so much chaos if it is truly real? Because real love does not come to keep you the same. It comes to transform you, to remove illusions, to teach you patience, trust, and faith in what cannot yet be seen. This chaos is a sign of growth, a sign that something old inside you is falling apart, so something true can rise. And one day, when the silence ends and the distance fades, you will look back and understand that every moment of doubt was shaping you for the depth of love you were always meant to receive. The answer does not exist outside of you, but within the quiet struggle now taking place between your logic and your deepest self. If you are ready to receive this understanding, then listen with an open heart. The reason you feel so confused, even while your soul seems to already know the truth, leads to the oldest inner conflict of all, the endless tension between the limited thinking of the ego and the vast wisdom of your true self. This confusion and this inner chaos that sometimes makes you feel like you are imagining everything comes from your mind encountering something it cannot fully control or explain. And yet, despite all the doubt and despite all the questions, something within you continues to recognize, continues to feel, and continues to return to the same truth again and again. Something that does not fit into the old ideas about love you have carried for so long. Your ego is the part of you shaped by fear, past pain, and self-protection. The ego wants to label, categorize, and define love in ways that feel safe, predictable, and within reach. It demands constant reassurance, visible proof, and a clear path forward. It thrives on certainty. But the soul, your true self, understands that some bonds are not meant to be managed or controlled. It realizes that when you meet someone who vibrates at your frequency, you are experiencing something that challenges the structure of your reality. This is why you feel so vulnerable. You are being asked to release the need for control and instead embrace the flow of this connection. You have been looking at this person through a lens clouded by your own past experiences. You see their actions through the filter of past hurts, wondering when the other shoe will drop or when you will be abandoned again. But this person is not your past, and this love is not a repeat of previous cycles. They are a catalyst for your own expansion. Every time you find yourself spiraling into worry, take a breath and remember that you are witnessing the unfolding of something sacred. The universe is orchestrating this in a way that respects your timing and your capacity to handle it. If you feel like your heart is racing, or if you feel a strange temperature shift in your body whenever their name comes up or their image appears in your mind, pay attention to that. Those are not signs of anxiety. Those are signs of recognition. Your body is remembering something that your mind has forgotten, a pact made in the energy realm before you ever crossed paths in this physical life. This is why you feel this inexplicable sense of familiarity, as if you have walked these same steps together countless times before. You must stop asking yourself if this is a mistake. There are no mistakes in the connections that are woven by the light of the universe. Even the moments of distance and silence are purposeful. They give you the space to process the intense energy, to ground yourself, and to understand that you are whole and complete, even before you step into this union. The person you are waiting for is also being shaped and molded by this same energy. They are also going through their own internal shifts, their own moments of realization, and their own periods of silent reflection. Trust that the synchronization is perfect. Even when the outer world seems to be moving in the opposite direction, the inner work is being done. You are being prepared for a love that will not only fulfill your desires, but will also challenge you to be the best version of yourself. This is not a superficial connection that will fade when the excitement wears off. It is a foundation being laid for a lasting, transformative bond that will withstand the tests of time. Allow yourself to stop fighting the truth. Admit that you feel the pull, and acknowledge that you know in your heart that this is real. By admitting it, you take away the power that fear has over you. You start to reclaim your peace, not by forcing the situation to manifest instantly, but by trusting that it is already manifesting exactly as it should. The signs are there, if you choose to see them. They are in the song that plays at the perfect moment, in the memory that flashes across your mind when you are feeling low, and in the overwhelming sense of warmth that settles over you when you decide to let go of the need to understand it all. The universe is confirming that this love is true, and it is here to stay. It is not going to vanish because you have doubts or because you have moments of uncertainty. This bond is built on a truth that is stronger than any passing emotion. It is a fixed point in your life. Regardless of how the external circumstances appear right now, the internal reality remains firm. You are being invited to step out of the shadows of your doubt and into the light of this realization. You are safe to love, and you are safe to be loved in return. Believe in the signs, trust the process, and above all, listen to that quiet, steady voice within you that has been telling you the truth all along. That voice is the universe speaking directly to your heart. It has never misled you, and it will not mislead you now. You have been waiting for this moment, and now that it is here, you have the strength to embrace it fully. You are entering a new chapter where your inner knowing and your outer reality will finally align. Do not rush. Do not panic, and do not pull away from the beauty of this experience. Simply be, and watch how everything unfolds in the most beautiful, miraculous way. The love you have been seeking has been seeking you just as intensely, and it has finally found its way home. You are exactly where you need to be. It follows one simple rule to keep you safe from danger. When this connection entered your life, your ego saw it as a threat immediately. Why did this happen? Because real love, the kind that comes from the soul, asks you to open yourself completely, to be emotionally exposed, and to surrender without hiding behind expectations. Your ego, still marked by old scars, shouts for you to be careful because this feels like it is too good and will end in pain, so it tells you to run now or protect yourself first. From this moment forward, you must learn to recognize the difference between these two voices. You must learn to distinguish between the loud, anxious noise of the ego and the soft, steady whisper of your intuition. The doubts of the ego always feel urgent, empty, and filled with fear. They show up as a tightness in your stomach or as the need to check your phone again and again, searching for proof so you can feel secure. The ego tells you that if they do not call right now, it means they do not care, or if they do not say exactly what you want to hear, it means they are pulling away. It carries a heavy, exhausting energy that drains you over time. The voice of your intuition and the wisdom of your soul is the opposite. It feels like a deep calm, like a quiet knowing that remains even when doubts appear. Even when your mind tells you this person is gone, there is a peaceful truth in your chest whispering that everything is unfolding as it should. Trust the process, because this calm beneath the storm is the clearest proof that what you feel is real and aligned with your highest path. When you feel this peace, you will understand that you are not fooling yourself and that you are touching something true. This inner conflict is what has made you question whether the connection is real. Look at your emotional past, because if you were once betrayed or abandoned, your ego will project that pain onto the present. It believes that even this person, no matter how pure the bond feels, will hurt you in the same way. You are not truly doubting their love, but you are doubting your own ability to hold a love this deep without breaking. That is exactly your lesson. The universe has placed you before this person and this powerful pull so you can face your deepest fears. What you feel is not only here to give you love, but it has come to push you beyond your comfort zone, to shake your limits, and to make you question what you once believed about love and about your own worth. This love is here to lift you to a higher awareness where you no longer beg for small pieces of affection, but instead accept the fullness your soul deserves. Each time your ego tries to sabotage the bond, it gives you a chance to heal an old wound. When fear and doubt rise, it does not mean love is fading. It means an old pain is resurfacing so it can finally be released. If you panic, you feed that fear, but if you stay calm and recognize it for what it is, you take away its power. Your connection acts like a strong light, clearing your energy and preparing you to receive more. Remember that no matter how hard you try to walk away, and no matter how many times you force yourself to let go, something inside you always pulls you back. This force is not a chain, but it is the shared vibration of two souls meant to meet in this life. It is so powerful that even when you block it with logic or fight it with your ego, it remains like an invisible magnet reminding you of home. But the main question still remains. If the souls know so clearly, and if the bond is so strong, why does the other person seem so quiet or distant? The answer lies in the deep energy that forms when two intense souls meet. You must understand that this person is not just a partner, but they are your strongest mirror. Their arrival awakened everything within you that still needs healing. Just as you were shaken, so were they. This bond is so deep and so pure that it touches the most sensitive parts of your unhealed wounds. For the human mind that seeks control, this feels frightening. Therefore, the distance is not rejection, but self-protection from the powerful emotions your presence awakens in their heart. In this dynamic, people often speak of the runner and the chaser. The runner, often the one you love, is not running from you, but from themselves and from the depth of the love they feel. They pull away because what they feel is so intense, it overwhelms them with fear of not being enough, fear of damaging something precious, and fear of losing control or identity. It is the fear of complete surrender shaped by old wounds of being left or rejected. These are wounds that once made a silent promise to never again fall into a love that could break them. That is why the silence is not a lack of care, but a pause. It is a need to organize the storm within that your presence has stirred. Your role is often the chaser, sometimes only in energy. When you feel the distance, your ego panics, and you want to reach out, explain, fix, and prove. But this running and chasing moves in cycles and only makes the distance feel larger, like an invisible force pulling you apart. The more you chase, the more the other feels the need to run. Here, one of the strongest spiritual laws appears, and it is also one of the most difficult, which is the law of letting go in order to draw closer. The universe does not want you to suffer while you wait, but it wants you to use this time to return to yourself and to heal. The runner can only return when they feel that you do not need them to be whole. This means something very clear in energy, because as long as you chase their presence, they will continue running. When you choose yourself, and when you stand firmly in your own light, the balance can finally shift. When you stop, turn back toward your own light, and begin to shine for yourself, the runner feels the change. The pressure disappears, the space becomes safe, and slowly an inner pull begins guiding them back. This pause between you is not a punishment. but it is the greatest alignment the universe can offer. You are apart for a while, so each of you can heal in your own way. The source itself clears fear, closes old wounds, and brings order to what now feels like chaos. It does this so your reunion will not be built on need, attachment, or fear, but on strength, fullness, and the conscious choice of two whole souls who choose each other freely. When you focus on your growth and inner calm, you cut the cord of fear that once tied you. Share this video so others can also receive this confirmation from the universe. You send a message to the universe that you trust your path. You trust your worth, and you know what is meant for you will find its way back, not through chasing, but through natural alignment. This is the only way to end the cycle of running and chasing. The one you love will not return because you push, but they will be drawn back by your peace, your strength, and your renewed energy. Understand that this distance has no power to destroy what destiny intends to unite. In truth, the space you take now acts like fire on metal because it feels intense and burning, but it only removes what is false. So what remains becomes strong and unbreakable. The bond of mirror souls is nourished by truth, and the truth is that no matter how far they seem to go in the physical world, they cannot escape the echo of your soul. This distance becomes an act of trust in yourself, in the process, and in the love the universe has shaped for you. Keep focusing on your healing because as you do, the other person is doing the same in their own way. Both of you are being prepared, refined, and gently cleared for a meeting that will truly last. When the moment arrives, your connection will feel so grounded that nothing will be able to shake it because it will be built on mutual respect and inner wholeness.